Meet Bridget and Jen, your go-to gals for laughs, wisdom, and real talk on the podcast Don't Get Me Started. From relationships to finding joy, they'll keep you inspired and entertained through life's adventures after 50. So hit that subscribe button and join Bridget and Jen for Don't Get Me Started, because life's too short for boring conversations.
Oh, okay, that is good.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Good morning.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Welcome. Welcome back to another episode of
Don't even get me started.
Yeah.
I'm Bridget.
I'm Jen. You know, actually, I want to start with the Don't Get Me Started.
Okay.
Don't get me started on Comcast.
Oh my God.
I can't. I cannot with them.
What are you working on with them right now?
Okay, so we were getting rid of
Okay.
our cable at the other house
Okay.
because the bill is over $312. We have one box in that house. One. And internet.
It creeps up.
$300 and some dollars. I'm like, okay, this needs to go.
Yeah.
Right? Over an hour on the phone trying to cancel this. I'm like, all I want is some internet. Well, we already have a modem. Oh, well, we need to send you a new one. You need to send that one back. I'm like, for the love of God, an hour. Okay, great. Send the new modem. So they send the new modem. I take the other stuff to pack and ship.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, if you take it to this place, it's free. I'm like, no, I don't care. I'm not leaving this island.
Yeah.
Pack it up, send it before I put it behind my car and I run it over. Because at this point, I'm just done with it.
Wait, so you
annoying.
have Comcast at your rental?
Yes, at the other house.
And you're paying $300?
Yes.
For what?
Cable on one TV. Yeah. Right? So I take the box up to pack and ship, which is where I got my cute little 339.
Oh, Dustin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that
Yeah,
place.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Also, call me when you get to the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
I've
Best
got
gift shop.
so many things. You need a gift, or you just want. Actually, I go in there and I just buy things for myself. But
Yeah. We go there to buy for other people, but we end up,
the amount of things that I have bought, I could spend like hours in there because there is so much in there.
Cute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's not overpriced. It's all well priced, and they are absolutely the most helpful people in there. But Comcast is horrible. So I get the new modem. I take it over. I go to set it up, and it scan the QR code. I scan the QR code. Nope, doesn't register. Do you want to type in your CMAC number? Sure, I'll manually enter that. And I manually enter it. Nope, don't have it. You need to talk with a live assistant. Okay. An hour with this live assistant and still nothing. So finally I'm like, I don't have time for this. I've already given you 2 hours of my life. So I try it again and I spend another hour. Still nothing. I still have no internet there. I detest them. We got
so you don't have internet there?
Not anymore, because my modem won't hook up.
So do you have a modem?
Yeah, it looks like that one. It's the tower, the new white
and what do you
tower.
mean it doesn't hook up?
It won't register because of some reason. I don't know why. The codes don't line up or something that they sent. I don't know. They can't even figure it out.
Oh,
it is
that,
so
I could probably
frustrating.
Fix that for you.
Oh, okay.
It's a labor of love. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of options right now.
No. That's the problem.
So I've been dealing with this as well with our new vacation rental.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have to say, I have noticed in all the years that I've been working with them out here, I do have to say that it feels to me a little bit like they're trying to work on their customer service. But with that being said, I had to return 2 pods that I signed up for, which is like an additional $200. Okay. To increase. So we have one modem.
Right.
And then, but a lot of users. Okay.
Mhm.
So I thought the pods will kind of
Right.
power up
Boost
the rest of my house.
things,
Yeah.
yes.
They did absolutely nothing. They're fake. Okay. So, I drove all the way out to almost Lehigh. Okay. Where the office is.
Yes.
And, to return them, and they wouldn't take them. No, you purchased these online, so we can't take them. I said, where am I supposed to? There's no address online.
No,
like,
there
where am I
isn't.
supposed to send them? And he said, what you just said. He said, take them to any UPS store and just hand it to them. And I said, really? Okay. So even though I drove all that for naught, I drove then to a UPS store off island, and I did that. But the worker at the UPS store was very helpful, and she said to me, hang on to this receipt that I'm giving you that shows that you returned it on this day and it's being shipped. She said, because I'm just saying, she said, they will either claim they never received it or, something. But she said, you put these in your safe. I'm like, okay.
Geez. I better go look for those receipts.
Because I'm still, like now that you mentioned that, I have to make sure when I get home that I'm not being charged for them anymore. Yeah. Because they're fake. They're just fake. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's every day Dan and I have this challenge with somebody, whether it's a lumber company or a window company, because my husband's in construction, or I'm dealing with Nancy, who's passed, and Jerry, and their long-term assisted living care.
Right.
Okay, so I'm dealing with that. Like customer service is going to shit.
Oh my God.
Everybody is underpaid, understaffed, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to get better anytime soon, as far as I can tell. So I told my husband, I said, we just need to exercise patience and kill them with kindness. And what is that, honey? You attract something.
Yeah.
But you have no choice. So I tell him, give me all the phone calls where you need to be put on hold. I will multitask and drive through town and do everything else while being on hold. And I don't care if it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, there's no help in sight for that.
Yeah. Well, and they seem to have outsourced to another country. Which makes it a little more difficult.
That is correct, because I was dealing with somebody with some sort of an Indian accent. Have you noticed that they're going to school or classes and learning to Americanize their voices? Have you noticed that?
Really?
Listen next time.
Interesting.
It's a very Americanized voice, but clearly from, I'm just going to say Indian to be generic, but so we told them that our new cable had to be strung in the air as opposed to dug 10 inches underground, which is not going to last the next surge.
Right.
And our landscaping. Okay. Right. So the person on the phone guaranteed that the person coming out the next morning would do it up there. And
that's not what happened.
My husband called me and he's like, thank God I stopped by the unit because they are getting ready to dig up my new landscaping. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Enough of our rant.
Okay. Episode Free Range to Fragile Parenting.
Oh, yay. All right. We raised our kids with bike helmets optional. Now they've got GPS trackers and air purifiers.
This is going to be controversial with the generation after us.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I think, in a previous episode, we did talk about GPS tracking in terms of like Life 360 and the convenience of it. And, obviously.
So whenever I bring up the way things were as opposed to now, all I get is, well, you guys were just stupid.
No.
Like they won't even give us the satisfaction of, I don't know, just it's free range.
Yeah.
And my husband and I talk about it a lot too, because we see it with all of our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And we just wonder, like, were we wrong? Is this the right way? Like, who does I think every generation
But I was
thinks
going to
that
say,
they're
don't you think that every generation says the same thing,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Right? I mean, we drank from hoses, right? Played outside almost all day. We weren't inside, right?
I mean, I can't think of one of my kids that drinks from the faucet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, drinks from plastic.
Right.
Goodness sakes.
Yeah.
Stores food in plastic. Nope. Microwaves in plastic. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know.
I know.
No gentle
the more you know, the more you know.
Yep.
The more you know, the less you understand.
Do you think that we are overprotective or just more informed?
Who's we? Now?
Parents now. How about that? Are parents now more overprotective or more informed? Maybe a mix of both?
Yeah, because that's all they know is the books they read, the technology that wasn't there when you and I were raising our kids. I mean,
No.
we weren't listening to podcasts and Instagram and Facebook, and
Right.
we weren't listening to
We weren't Googling anything.
or what's the newest. I mean, the equipment that my kids use for their babies I'm like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? And oh, it's all the rage.
Oh.
Well, we didn't know what all the rage was. We
Right.
just did what we went to JCPenney and picked out a bassinet.
Right. I know that thing, that's funny because I was explaining to my kids that when I was in high school, we didn't have the internet. I took typing class and we had typewriters.
And Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah. So if you wanted information, you had to go to the library. You couldn't just get on your phone, and now.
Or you read the latest, book, I guess, right?
Yeah.
We had that.
Grocery store magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you put your babies to bed,
mm-hmm.
did you have any idea of, or did you not care? Did you on the belly, on the back, on the side? How did you know of any way that your baby was supposed to sleep? Does that ring a bell?
Yes, vaguely. I mean, it's been 20-some years. But yes, I don't remember. It was one or the other, and I don't remember now.
So
but I remember it being, you have to put them on this way. What way was it?
So I just remember, with Connor,
right.
And then I'm sure I did the same with Katie. I bought a styrofoam. It's not styrofoam. Cushy foam, big triangle pillow, and
it was a wedge.
It kept him a wedge,
and
it kept him on his side.
Okay.
And I remember like his little arms would go over the side, but he is on his side. I guess so they don't aspirate.
Right. Yeah, I remember having the wedge for my son because he
suffocate.
Had reflux really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember. So yeah, whatever way it was, they were supposed to sleep. That's what we did, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think it was on the side. Well, anyway, that's what. So Connor had a wedge in his crib. He had a pillow that played the heartbeat from the womb.
Oh yeah, yeah. My kids had the Fisher Price fish.
Were they hanging? Were they in the crib?
It hung on the side of the crib.
Okay.
And it was just like these little fish, and then it just played music.
Mm.
And it was heavy, and I remember traveling, packing that, with the pack and play because, they needed that to sleep. And I also played classical music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For that.
Yeah. That was big. So that must have been our.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You can bubble wrap the baby, but not the world. Okay, well, sorry, nail salon wisdom. I jumped ahead again, but what that also reminds me, and I say it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare the child for the path, not the path for the child.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of goes to like a helicopter mom would be preparing the path.
Right.
Sweeping away the debris, sweeping away the danger, sweeping away the garbage,
Right.
instead of telling your child what to do when they come up to the garbage
Right.
and the crap in the pathway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of that in terms of doing the work for the kid, not showing the kid how to do the work.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Which,
or when you see your toddler struggling,
mhm.
like little Summer, you know, she's so good at, you know, I make little forts for her, you know, and she'll crawl in.
Yeah.
And then if I see she's struggling to get out,
Uh-huh.
you know, obviously I want to go in and help her and like pull her out, but I don't. I let her maneuver her little body and she figures it out, you know?
Problem solving skills, which I
Yeah.
think are lacking in a lot.
Yeah.
And it shows in many ways
Yeah.
in society, right?
Yeah.
You know, because there's no understanding on how to do things, and you can see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Boredom as a gift, not a crisis. Well, I don't think kids know how to be bored now because of technology. You know, we had that whole episode on technology. You know, when my kids were young, what was that little DVD player was just coming out. It was just beginning to be a thing.
The kind that go in vans?
Yes, and the one that you can, it's portable.
Where are you, by the way?
I'm not anywhere on there. I went
off
script.
Look at you, Jen went off script. Okay, woo! All right.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so I
But I don't.
did not have any. But I'm older than you. But I didn't have any DVD. I didn't have DVD players at all.
I didn't as a child, but we.
No, I mean for my kids.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, they were. You know, they were just beginning to be a thing. Or what was the little Nintendo, the Game Boy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know,
yep.
Those types of things. But now kids, you know, you're handing them the iPad. And some of these kids are too, and they know how to work these things.
Oh, I know. But here's the weird thing. Technology and little kids, like, so again with Summer, because I babysit her on Tuesdays,
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not allowed to, you know, have the TV on or the phone, or, you know, like basically not having Summer be privy to anything.
Yeah.
Screen time. Okay. At that age. And I get it, because there's other members of our family, you know, at a young age, where if you take away whatever they're looking at, oh, holy hell.
Right.
And Summer, so this is what I'm curious about. Summer, she knows that my cell phone or Connor's or Katie's, like, she knows there's something special about that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, so she, so I record her a lot, and she knows, like, I'll put the phone, I'll prop the phone while she's eating something new, or so I can show her mom and dad her expressions on trying something new. And she'll know that she's on camera.
Yeah.
And she'll start, you know, making little faces and talking.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, you know, some of these kids get so attached to it, like you said, and then they don't know how to behave without it. And, you know, you have to know how to behave without that type of stimulation, I think. And that's what's lacking. And because I think that's a lot of the problem with so many of these kids. And I think it leads to problems within the classrooms.
School
and
shootings.
School shootings. And, yeah.
Yeah, Dan and I talk about this a lot, you know, because even like in China, they don't even have real girlfriends. They have AI girlfriends.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, look at the way AI talks to you.
Yeah.
Jen, that was very brave of you to share that question with me, or something. That's how they talk to me. They have AI girlfriends, so they don't even have an emotional human interaction. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so creepy.
I know.
Wow.
So Dan was saying to me this morning, as a matter of fact, he said, do you think AI is going to go the route where right now we all use Chat GPT, et cetera, for funsies, and it's free, and then these companies are going to start charging us, and then when you start getting charged, are they going to start skewing the answers the way currently we believe our social media is giving us answers based on our
the algorithm,
political,
Oh.
Because that's what's fun to me about Chat GPT right now, is that it's very objective and not skewed.
Right.
So
right. Here's the other thing. So this is the thing that I do not understand one bit. And my daughter was trying to explain it to me. Something about the fact that AI uses a lot of energy.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't understand what that means. She's like, again, I have no clue what that means. I'm like, what do you mean? I type something in.
Is it like
comes
Bitcoin energy? What does that mean?
What do you mean it's using energy when I type something into this? My computer? What are you talking about? I don't get it.
I guess it's the thinking, researching energy. That's what I think.
I don't understand how that's energy. Did you see what? I cannot make that connection.
I'm going to ask. Okay, I'm going to ask.
I don't understand that connection.
If we ask Chat GPT, what does that mean? How do you use energy?
Yeah.
Where's your phone?
Yeah.
Because mine's recording.
I don't have it on my phone.
You don't have Chat GPT on there?
No, just on my computer.
Why? Because it uses too much energy? Is that how?
Yep. No, honestly, because I can't get into it because I don't remember my password, and it automatically loads on my computer. So
that's funny. Yeah. All right. Well,
this is where we're at. So if anybody wants to go ahead and give us the third grade explanation on what that means.
Yeah.
That was totally off script too. That had nothing to do with it. But do others feel this way? Do others not understand how that works? I sure hope so.
Oh, so speaking of parenting, so this is where it's fun to be a grandma because I think it keeps you young-ish.
Right.
Okay, because and this is where taking your philosophy of staying strong is very important. I mean, if I, had the pleasure of watching Summer every single day, I would have my biceps would be so strong because she has mastered. And I am not going to teach her tough love on picking her up. I will pick her up every single time she goes like this. And then I know she's going to say gamma soon, but if she has a day where she just wants to be held by grandma all day long, I'm there for that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But it's I have to keep switching arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have done studies regarding longevity and grandparents that watch their grandchildren live longer. So
don't doubt that one second.
Yeah. And I think that's both for the mental and the physical. I think they both play a big part.
And the love and affection.
Right.
Shoo-wee. She's a little hugger and a kisser, boy. I'll tell you what. Yeah. There's no perfect era for parenting. Just do your best. And remember, love covers a lot. Heck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that our nail salon wisdom?
Oh, I don't know. Did I do it again?
I don't know. That was a good one, though.
Thanks. You wrote it.
No, it wasn't.
You wrote it.
The bubble wrap one.
Oh. Bubble wrap.
Yeah,
oh.
Right. There's no perfect era for parenting. Yeah.
The bubble wrap.
I think that's just it.
That's where I jumped in on the. That's where I jumped in on the path. Prepare the path for the child. Prepare the child for the path, not the path for the child. Yeah, that's so okay.
Yeah. But I think that's just it. There is no perfect era for parenting. And I think as parents, you also have to realize that each child is individual, right?
Mhm.
So your two kids, they're both their own person,
Mhm.
and you know, have different needs, reach different milestones at different times. And I think as new parents, you can sometimes, get so wrapped up in, well, the book said
Oh yeah,
that
for
they're
sure.
supposed
Yeah.
to do this, or the book said whatever, right?
And as
And
a
then you get
grandma,
freaked out.
you have to be respectful of that.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It does not matter how I raised my kids, or it
Right.
does. My opinion does not even matter.
yeah,
If I'm going to continue to have the privilege of taking care of my granddaughter, I follow their rules.
well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not your child.
And if
Grand-
I do
Right.
have questions that I will ask Connor and Katie,
Mm-hmm.
not in a criticizing way,
Right.
but I'm trying to think of what on Tuesday I had some questions for Katie about, God darn it, oh, I know what we were talking about, because they do stay strict with their timeline and guidelines with Summer.
Yeah.
And we're now making the transition between the bottle and the sippy cup.
Oh. Ooh.
And she is not digging it.
Yeah.
Summer is not, and I get it. Like the bottle is very comforting.
Mm-hmm.
It's very comforting.
Mm-hmm.
And so you hand her a sippy cup of,
Mm-hmm.
milk or formula, she will chick toss it across the room.
Woo.
She wants nothing
Yeah.
to do with it. And so I, being the grandma, I want to make sure she gets her drink up,
Yeah.
her nutrition,
Yeah.
So I was talking to Katie about the different types of sippy cups that are out there, and what's more important. Is it if we make it flashy enough, will Summer drink from it, or this and that? But Katie is very, so then Katie explains to me that it's about mouth development, speech development, the type of straw,
Right.
So, I'm learning a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's it's like you said, you have to know your role.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm a guest in their house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Got anything else?
Do you have anything else?
I think we're good. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well, until next time.
Until next time, stay sun-kissed and sassy.
And keep showing up for yourself. And if you rest,
you rust.
All right. We'll catch you next time.
Love you.